maybe go to spider. Maybe orc is manageable now. I know everything is starting to close itself off one at a time, which is not ideal by any stretch, but at least we got to where I dreamed we'd get. I won't say I could die happy now. Also, looking at this, I just realized we did kill the Eden in Orc 2. It was Donald. And I have no problem murdering the ever-living crap out of Donald as a dragon. I think. Big words, but we'll see how it goes. Yeah, okay. A couple of slaps takes care of those problems. Perfect. And in fact, all of Orc, I would imagine, will go fairly smoothly for us. But we'll hold off on any official judgment until we actually finish off said area, shall we? But dealing good damage to all of you kind folks, murder you all off, as we do. And that is beautiful. Who paralyzes? You paralyze? No, it must be you that paralyzes. 30% chance. Okay. Kind of shocked that we haven't run into that issue more often in the past, honestly. But we can probably just run away. As long as no demons come in that are extra frightening, I guess, for lack of a better phrase. And I was really hoping we'd kill off this priest, but apparently we can't have nice things here. So we'll try to do it that way, and that will also not work. Yikes. Okay, let's slow down just a smidge here. You, I'm not too worried about. You'll be pinging us with little bits of damage as we continue onwards. That's fine. As we lose dragon form, how big of a deal is that? Definitely brings our defenses down, brings our health down. Okay, we'll have to use one of those blinking strolls that we just finally got our mitts on, but that is fine. And we can just, you know, play it safe here, head to the stairwell. I'm always tempted to risk it all, but usually is a better idea to just take it easy, make sure that we're not going to overextend in any meaningful way. And as long as we live another day, we will be happy camper. There you go, Azrael, or there you are, rather. And if all of you kiddos could come face me 1v1 mid, thank you. Not too shabby whatsoever. Again, that's partially why I just had full faith that we could take on the full brunt of our orcish friends here. Definitely ended up being very wrong in our first attempt to walk around this corner, but there we go. That's a bit more like it. A bit more what I was hoping for. What else can I drop? How else can I make some extra room for ourselves here? Guess don't really need a ring of flight when I can turn into a dragon. So there is that. Probably gonna regret dropping that, but he'll be fine. I guess we can always keep our potions of flight as a backup for just such an eventuality. So maybe not that bad. And let us see what the shops have available. Hey, nothing but a cloak. Cool. That's very not at all racist of you to not, you know, even think that maybe an ogre would come down here one day and would want to buy clothes from you. But whatever, it's cool. I don't mind. I'll just make do. You know, such is life. I'm used to it, honestly. I will buy a ring of willpower. I think that that is something we've been in desperate need of in a couple of these encounters so far. And otherwise, I guess these are like free IDs, right? Oh, especially I should definitely buy the 10 gold, the gen potion. Ooh, The 11 stack is not degen. We have 11 of something. Again, I'm kind of hoping it's mutation, but a bit too early to tell now. And we'll buy a pretty dang pricey heal wounds and scroll of blinking, but have nothing else really to spend the cash on, so I don't mind at the end of the day. And let's just take care of the last remaining bit of work here, shall we? I mean, that's more like it. That's what I was hoping this entire section of the game would be like. And that is perfect. Actually, if I go full dragon... Oh, these training dummies don't hold up very well. Only 6 health? What kind of training do you expect to do here? Not a lot, I would imagine. Stream is freezing up on you. Well, drop frames, you know, we do have a couple, so maybe there was a moment of downtime there while I was not paying attention, but hopefully it's not a more permanent problem. OBS, you'd tell me if we were... if we should be panicking, right, OBS? You wouldn't betray my trust and my friendship like that. That just sounds like... that sounds crazy. From you, I can't imagine. So hopefully it was either a temporary thing or some weird issue in general. Let me know if it persists, though. At least looking okay on my end. That's 10 seconds once. Yikes. That is not great for sure. Oh, hello, Roog. 43 damage with your weapon. Yikes. Only 67 health, though. So I imagine, yeah, you kind of just get swatted down. Unfortunately. You hate to see it. Roog is definitely one of my favorite orcs out there. But, what can I get rid of? I need to make some room in our inventory. I guess scrolls of poison aren't great. Use me again. Oh, me oh my. Dragon scales. Dragon scales could probably go for now. Though I am keeping in mind that one of our easy options for stuff to throw out is definitely the shield, at least temporarily. We can leave that on the floor until we actually want to use it. Something along those lines. But okay, El Roca here can be our barometer for moving forward. 23% chance of banishment. Goes down to, drum roll please, 4%. Now that's more like it. Oh, drop brand weapon. You know, that makes a lot of sense. Yes. You are correct. There we go. Take care of El Roca. Also, potentially could head down and fight the wizard now. The wizard was slightly higher chances of banishment than El Roca, but it's still probably, you know, 10% maybe. Yeah, draw brand weapon. Let's actually just drop it now before I forget again. Inevitably forget again. Could also make a decision on this scroll of acquirement. No longer very sold on this ring, especially since our ring slots are kind of being taken up by strictly necessary equipment. Slaying plus 4 would be nice. Oh. The change to our damage, pretty minor, but the change to accuracy is the big one. Let's see, when I'm a dragon, damage rating of 74. So definitely we're in the same territory as someone with like a triple crossbow at this stage of the game. And that is with only 8.8 unarmed combat. Currently training that to 10. That's probably a decent time for us to, you know, just rethink our plan moving forward and decide what we wish to do. I guess we could do a bit more training. If I remove my intelligence ring... Oh, 8% chance on dragon form is not too bad at all. I'm actually very much happy with that. In fact, maybe I just leave the intelligence ring off. Switch to this, a bit more MP fire resistance, corrosion resistance, you know, all pretty nice to have. Brings us to max fire resistance already. Not too shabby, not too shabby. So, do I dare head back to D14? Or will I just regret everything again? Because alternatively, we could just head into one of our S branches. Shoals is probably going to go alright. You know, we have fire magic. We can bring lots of steam in. Really get things hot and heavy down in the ocean. Spider shouldn't be too bad. We have Irradiate. Ghost Moths are nasty unless I'm already in dragon form prior to the fight. And even then, I don't have seen visible, so they're going to be annoying. So, you know, let's head to Shoals. Let's try it out. We'll see how it goes. And we can always change our mind if everything is immediately terrifying. 12% chance of banishment on Louise. Gosh darn it. Don't banish me. Okay, teleporting away is pretty much just as bad. Claw you, claw you, claw you, and you're dead. Oh boy. Okay, Louise, definitely worse than a wizard. At least I think the percentages work out that way, right? I think quite a bit worse, actually. But regardless, took care of you. You had an anti-magic trident. It's funny the differences between runs. On our run last week, Louise was a nightmare and sent us to the abyss, I think a total of 3 times throughout the course of the run. So not so much this time. Get absolutely rolled. And even an alligator snapping turtle, nothing we can't handle. Thankfully, we have such high base damage that armor class enemies aren't going to be a huge concern for us. +2 robe of See Invisible. I mean, could be nice to wear. We're always going to be turning into a dragon. Then it's not strictly necessary for us to have any kind of solid, you know, defensive armor on underneath. Which does mean we could instead pivot over to something like this robe. Let's do it. Oh, a stunning look for sure. The elbow, or not the elbow, the shoulder hangings and everything. It's hard to tell with the pixel resolution in this game, but trust me, it looks incredible. Suffice it to say, it's the slickest dang robe one could ever imagine. Fantastic. Well, the fortunate thing about being a big old dragon is that we are able to fly, so we don't have to worry about, you know, being slowed down by the water and stuff here in Shoals. But because it's temporary flight, or it's deemed temporary flight by the game, I believe it also won't auto-explore us over the ocean, which is one of the more annoying parts about being able to fly in this game, is that you'll find yourself stranded in the middle of the ocean, and then a kraken will, you know, sneak up on you by surprise, and oh boy, what an adventure that usually is. But not so much in this case. I really want to know what these 11 potions do, but I should probably finish my scrolls first. There we go. Summoning Immolation. We didn't realize quite how literal that statement would be. We are finished identifying all of our scrolls now, so that's fantastic. And we even get more ID out of it, so we can finally solve the mystery. I bet they're mutation. No, they're might. Ooh. Interesting. Because might could be very useful in dragon form. I don't mind that whatsoever. But cool, let's just get right back on the road here. Life is a highway and all that good stuff. Lignification hopefully won't ever need during the course of this run, but never say never. And should just fairly smoothly be able to finish off the rest of this floor. Nothing too terrifying going on here in Shoals. Feel like Dragon Form Ogre is a pretty solid character for Shoals. You have high HP to deal with the annoying amount of damage that like javelins can send your way in short notice. Well, additionally, the flight from being, you know, a dragon always helps. And on top of that, we have good fire damage. Good damage in general, I guess. So most things just die, which is exactly what you want to see. Oh, Ilsui, on the other hand, is not exactly what we want to see, especially right as we lose said dragon form, so that's fun. Oh, and then we failed to cast it. Oh, joy, 8%. Oh, to what do I owe the pleasure? I think I just have to go for it again, because I need to be in dragon form. I guess Ilsui probably has... Do they have an ice spell? I should have checked before they went invisible. Because now I'm very much concerned that they do, in fact. Have a spell of the ice variety. I'm going to play it safe here. I'm going to blink the heck out of dodge. Take you upstairs, my friend. And let's maybe try and divvy this up into smaller fights. So we can come here, go dragon, come down, and oh, there we go. We can see you again. Throw icicle. I knew it. I knew it, you son of a gun. How dare you? Any fire from afar? I guess. Oh shoot, that's not what I meant to do. Let's rectify that situation. I guess it did kind of work out. I brought a couple of you upstairs. This was one of my conditional plans, was to, again, try and divvy up the group of enemies between stair trips, but I did not mean to cast Blink. What was I trying to do again? I wasn't even trying to cast something, I don't think. I think I just hit Z out of habit. Oh right, I want to ability F, because that's breathing fire as a dragon, sorry, excuse me. Whoops. But it all works out, I guess, kind of. We'll see how it works out before I make any bold claims, but there's Ilsui down. Robe of Positive Energy could be handy, but I think we're fine for the moment here. And we'll just finish off this encounter. Nothing too dangerous going on, nothing too exciting. And hopefully, we remain that way for just a bit here, because a little bit scarier than intended over the course of that encounter with Ilsui. But definitely looking slightly better now. Do have to be careful of those Aquamancers. They're also very dangerous for the amount of, I think, ice damage they can pour out. I know Primal Wave is also a big part of what makes them an absolute nightmare to deal with. And speaking of, Francis. Damn it, Francis. All my Left 4 Dead heads out there. But there we go. Potions of Mutation found. Another +2 cloak. Dang it. I was hoping this one would be willpower or something. Some kind of an upgrade, but that's fine. Actually, what am I talking about? It is an upgrade, Torinski. You have lost your gosh darn mind. Hopefully it looks as good as the white cloak here. No relation to the Wheel of Time organization of the same name, of course. Wouldn't dream of it, but... Oh, my Manticore friend, come right this way. Perfect. Let's actually rest this out. I would like to put on our brand new cloak here. A bright green. Not great. If it was like a dark, rich green, you would have a bit of a earthy forest theme going on with our overall outfit. And fortunately, we're instead in bright red rubber boots, blindingly vibrant green cloak, and then what is a pretty sick cloak, or a robe rather, to be honest. So happy with that one still. No complaints. Zero notes. But okie dokie, just get right back into the thick of things here. Scroll of Enchant Weapon? No, thank you. I'm good, actually. And that should hopefully be the worst this floor brings to bear. McGlottal almost bringing a sour turn to that attempt at levity, but it turns out even Maglotl can't hold nothing against the sheer might of a Raging Dragon. Holy moly, you do just love to see it every time. And that's why this is one of the more satisfying runs, because it can be hard to get off the ground, but as soon as you do, your damage output is so stupid that pretty much everything dies before having even the slightest bit of opportunity at recourse. So it's definitely something like to see. I guess where that kind of all gets thrown out the window is when we finally have to face the music when it comes to our lack of resistances. And Torment, of course. Also a Nightmare cutting right through our biggest advantage, that being our high HP, of course. But ooh, when do I swap out of my necklace? Can't really afford to right now because it's our only source of cold resistance, which again is the only thing offsetting the vulnerability from dragon form, so I guess not yet. I just would really like that regen amulet. I think that would go a long way to making us feel a bit safer here. But regardless of that, I know we're mid-floor, but I think this I'm going to take as just a brief opportunity. Just finished off my glass here, so I'm going to run out and just grab a refill for my drink. Then we'll be back to at least aim to get the Shoals rune. That's the plan. We'll see how much further we go past there. Might dip our toes into Spider, maybe finish off regular dungeon. I'm not too sure yet, but stick around because we'll be right back to see where we leave off for the day. I'll see ya.